Shalom Aleichem. We have a learning from the Chofets Chaim on the Parsha of Eikev. So let's take a look at what we have here, what he has to say. So anyway, he starts out here. Laman anosecha ulaman nisosecha. In order that Hashem gave us the man, gave you the man. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at the pasuk itself. That's Ches Tes Zayin. Ches Tes Zayin. Tes Zayin. Hama'achilcha mon b'midbar asher lo yaduun avosecha laman anosecha ulaman nasosecha lehitivcha v'acharisecha. So let's see. So this is the pasuk who feeds you manna in the wilderness. Laman anosecha laman nasosecha. Who feed you? Hashem fed you in manna, the man in the wilderness, which your forefathers knew not, in order to afflict you. So anosecha is in order to afflict you. And in order to test you, to do good for you in the end, that it should be good for you in the end. So here it is, Laman anosecha, Laman nasosecha. In order to afflict you, and in order to afflict you, we give the man, and in order to test us, Hashem gave us the man. Be'uro, the explanation of this is ha'inoi haya kedei sheyivchanu im shalemim heim im Hashem, in order that they should be tested if they are 100% perfectly with Hashem, to test the Yidden. V'nasosecha perusho. So that's the inoi, that's the affliction, to see if they're the Yidden were perfectly 100% with Hashem. V'nasosecha, and to test you at Perusha, the explanation is who melashon hisromimus. Nasosecha is the lashon, is the language of bringing you up, exalting you, bringing up. Kamohe rimu neis al ha'amim. Bring up a sign al ha'amim, on the people. Look at the Isa B'Zohar HaKadosh, like it says in the Zohar HaKadosh, in the Zohar, V'shenei HaPerushim Misachadim. And these two explanations are together. The Al Yedei Hanisayon Im Yamdo Bo Yihiyu Haim Elyon Al Kol Goyei Haaretz. That through this test, if they will withstand it, they will be above, they will be greater than all of the nations of the land, all the nations of the earth, if they will withstand the test. V'hamida hazos noheges b'chol dar v'dar. And this type of midah, Mida means, what does it mean? All right, this attribute, V'hamida hazos noheges b'chol dar v'dar. This attribute is in action. It's done b'chol dar v'dar, every generation, v'chol ish v'ish, and every person. Hashem tests us all in every generation and in every person, every single person. Kasher Hashem Yisbarech Rotze Leha'alos Es Ha'adam Be'ezo Madrega, when Hashem wants to bring up the person in a certain madrega, to a certain level, Hu Bocheno Techila, he tests him first. V'kemosha Chazal, like it says in the Chachamim, say the wise, the Rabbanan, the Medrash Rabbah Bereshis, Medrash Rabbah and Bereshis. Ein HaKadosh Baruch Hu Ma'ala Es Ha'adam L'Gedola Ad Shehu Bochenu Techila. Hashem, the Holy One, blessed be He, does not bring up a person for Gedola, for greatness, until he tests tests him first. He has to be tested first to see whether he can continue this gedula, this greatness, and to really be great. So Hashem first tests the person. V'al yedei habechina misale ha'adam b'madregoso ma'od. And v'al yedei habechina, through the testing, misale ha'adam b'madregoso ma'od. So the person is elevated in this bringing up steps, one step, one level to another. He's elevated a lot through this test. Like it says in Bava Basra, the Gemara, Daf Yud. V'chad amora sheshama lama'alo sheharugei lud shekitshu shem shemayim. V'chad amora. In one amora, well, it can be looked in Daf Yud in Bava Basra. Bechad amora sheshama, bechad amora, one amora. Sheshama lama'alo, that he heard from on high. Shaharuge lud shekitchu shem shemayim, that the people that were killed in Lud, shekitchu shem shemayim, they sanctified the name of Hashem, the name of heaven. Ein kol beria yechola la'amod b'mechitzason. He heard, this Amora heard, that the Haroge Lud, the martyrs that were killed by the Romans at Lud, that they sanctified Hashem's name. Ein kol beria yechola la'amod b'mechitzason. No person, no part of the creation is able to be in there with them. They are so great. La'amod, to stand. They're not able to stand in their mechitza, in their section where they are, that they are so uplifted. V'lav dafka hariga. So in other words, not only hariga, not only if a person was killed, unfortunately, to sanctify the name of Hashem, v'lav dafka hariga. This is the same way through any kind of tsar, any kind of pain, any kind of sorrow, ve'inoi, and also it's another kind of pain for deprivation. Sheha'adam mityaser be'avor HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Any kind of deprivation or pain that a person is afflicted because ba'avor, for the sake of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, for the Holy One, blessed be He, for Hashem. Nisalem madregaso li olam haba. So his madrega, his level is uplifted for olam haba. Kedeisa bebrachos, like it says in brachos. Hey. Gimel matanos tovos nasan HaKadosh Baruch Hu liYisrael. Three very good matanos, gifts. Nasan HaKadosh Baruch Hu liYisrael. Hashem gave to the Jews, to the Bnei Yisrael. V'chulan lo nasnan elo al yedei. All of them, each one of them. V'chulan lo nasnan elo al yedei Yisurin. All of them, each of these things that Hashem gave to the Bnei Yisrael were not given except through Yisurin, through afflictions. In other words, one has to work for it. One has to peinigen for it, to make yourself, to do everything you have to do. It's not easy. And these three things are Torah, the Eretz Yisrael, Torah and Eretz Yisrael, the Olam Haba, Torah and Eretz Yisrael, the Olam Haba and Olam Haba, and the world to come. That's Torah, learning of the Torah, to learn it and to understand it, Hashem's Torah. The Eretz Yisrael, to be in Eretz Yisrael, the Olam Haba and Olam Haba, the world to come. V'chulam al yedei and v'ayin sham, and you can look over there. Gam Isa Medrash Rabbah, it says also in the Medrash Rabbah, Ashrei Adam she'omeid b'nisayon she'ein Adam she'ein HaKadosh Baruch Hu menaseh oso. Happy is the person, happy is the man that stands steadfast in the nisayon, in a test. He passes the test with flying colors. She'ein Adam she'ein HaKadosh Baruch Hu menaseh oso. There is not a single person in the world that Hashem does not test that person. Ayin Sham v'roi lecha leida od, and it's good for the Chofets Chaim says v'roi lecha leida od. It's good for you to know also the hayamim she'adam oved leHakadosh Baruch Hu bezman she'ein HaKadosh Baruch Hu marbe lo betov kol kach, that the days when a person is serving Hashem in whatever way, davening and learning and doing good for other people, helping people, tzedakah, whatever it is, the days she'adam oved leHakadosh Baruch Hu, that a person is serving HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Hashem, bizman she'ein HaKadosh Baruch Hu marbe lo betova kol kach, when Hashem, a day when it's not so good for him, Hashem is not giving him 100% exactly what he would want to have. He's doing it a little bit where things are not comfortable, but still he's serving Hashem. Serving Hashem, and he's omid b'nisayon, he's continuing to, he's standing steadfast in the nisayon, in the test. Heim nichkakim lo la'ad lema'alo. Heim nichkakim lo li'ed lema'alo. They are these things. So these days when that he's serving Hashem, when it's not comfortable for him, when it's not everything great, these are like carved out in stone for him, for an aid, for a witness, l'mayla, above, to the bezdin shalmayla, to Hashem, lahazkir shemo letova, to that his name should be remembered in goodness, that he did good things, ba'avor zeh, because of this. In other words, when he's serving Hashem, even when it's not with luxuries and not with everything the greatest, he's serving him. It's a little bit, he's a little bit hungry, let's say, God forbid. He might be in pain, God forbid. Something might be not 100%. He doesn't have the greatest situation, but still he's serving Hashem, he's learning, he's davening, he's helping the world, that Hashem wants the world to be helped. So it's like incised, this is like chakuk, it's carved out in stone that for an aid, for the witness testimony to this person, in front of Hashem, that this person is a good person, that this is a good aid for him, a good testimony for him. Ba'avor zeh. And not only that, it's Hashem considers it as if he did chesed to him. In other words, Hashem considers that a person was doing his will even though it's not so good for him. Hashem considers it as if that person did chesed for him. That person did a goodness to Hashem. Hashem considered this as if this person did him a chesed, him a good deed. Hashem considers this as if he did a chesed, he did a kindness to Hashem. Hashem considers this. O mikra malehu bi Yirmiyahu, and it's a mikra malehu bi Yirmiyahu. It says in Yirmiyahu, Ko amar Hashem zacharti lach chesed niorayich. So says Hashem, zacharti lach chesed niorayich. I remember for you the chesed, loving kindness, neorayich, of your youth, ahavas kilulosayich, the ahava, the love when you started out, lechtech kilulosayich, we can look that up, kilulosayich, lechtech acharay bamidbar be'eretz lo zorua, going after me in the desert, in a land that was not sown. Koamar Hashem, Hashem says, in Yirmiyahu it says, Koamar Hashem, Zacharti lecho chesed neorayich, I remember for you as a good, in your favor, the chesed, the kindness of your youth, avas kilolosayich, the love that you showed when you first started out. Lechtech acharai bamidbar be'eretz lo zorua, going after me in the desert, be'eretz lo zorua. Hashem took us out of the Mitzrayim and into the desert, and the Yidden followed him. This was an untested, uncharted situation, and the Yidden followed him. And Hashem remembers this. Hashem remembers this. So in other words, Hashem considers this. When he tests a person, and it's not 100% great for him, but he's learning, he's davening, he or she, and they're davening, they're doing what they have to do. So Hashem considers this as if that person did a chesed for him, did a loving kindness, did a kindness to Hashem, as it were. Kabayochel. We can see this too. It can be learned later. And here, this is another part of it. And here's the Perush. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Kol Tov, and things should be good. Everything should be good. From now on, people should get what they want. Kol Tov, Yashikayach.